Welcome to the New Life News.
I'm Noelle Rogers.
And I'm Jacob Meyer.
And we're here to bring you all things New Life Academy.
If you missed the opening weekend of Fantastics, don't worry, you still have 2 more weekends to see it.
Remember, we have 2 casts that perform, so make sure to check them both out.
The shows are Fridays and Saturdays at 7 and Sundays at 2.
Here is a sneak peek of the show.
Oh, dogs got to bark, a mule's got to bray. Soldiers must fight and preachers must pray. And children, I guess, must get their own way the minute that you say no. Why did the kids pour jam on the cat? Raspberry jam all over the cat. Why should the kids do something like that when all that we said was no? My son was once afraid to swim. The water made him wince until I said he mustn't swim. He's been swimming ever since. He's been swimming ever since. Oh, dogs got to bark, a mule's got to bray.
It's Thursday Sports with your sports host, Mallory Mosman. Volleyball had a tough game against St. Croix Prep last Saturday. They lost in 3, but they worked hard and did their best to keep up. The cheer team starts this Tuesday, November 10th, and our Academy Force football team had a hard loss against Edison, but at least the Vikings won this week. Here are next week's games. Well, that's all we have for you this week. Back to you, Noelle.
Thanks, Mallory. Mrs. Hockedall rearranged her office, so be sure to stop in and check it out. I heard Jimmy is out in the field reporting. Jimmy?
Hey Jimmy, you asked me about my favorite verse or my favorite quote and what I live by maybe for the outdoors, and I gotta be honest, my favorite verse that just kind of drives me all the time is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, where it says to trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding, in all your ways acknowledge Him and He'll direct your path. And Jimmy, well, we're on a path, and I feel like He directs me every day, and all I do, everything I do, even when I'm out in the woods, out in nature, He guides me, He directs me, and hopefully He guides and directs you.
So, Mr. Moberg, you are an outdoorsman. You go to the outdoors quite a lot, and in your classes you teach a lot of safety tips, a lot of tips and tricks of the outdoors. So what would you say is the biggest safety tips that every person should follow if they want to have adventure outdoors?
Well, Jimmy, that's a great question, because I always tell kids in outdoor ed, like, this is the one class that you could die in if you're not careful. So safety is very important in the outdoor world. When we go camping, you might be walking along and there's a cliff. You probably shouldn't keep walking off the cliff. It's definitely one of the things we talk about when we're out camping, is the dangers that are out there that you could fall over the side of a cliff. So don't do that. When making a fire, don't lean over the fire with your long dangly hair, or you might start on fire. When cutting wood, try not to cut your hand. That would not be good. Mr. Moberg's experienced that himself. When out fishing, watch for hooks. You could hook yourself. I think Mr. Moberg's done that once before. When working with a propane camp stove, make sure your propane is totally on completely. Otherwise, the propane stove might explode. Outdoor ed girls that I remember from a few years ago. What else? Well, when we're rock climbing, make sure your harness is on completely and you're tied to the rope. Otherwise, if you fall, nothing's going to catch you.
That's not good.
Not good.
Welcome back. It's Megan in the halls. Today, we'll be asking some random questions to random people. Let's see how it goes. Is Phineas or Ferb weirder?
Candace.
Any thoughts on the weather?
No.
No.
I know, right? Is cereal a soup? Are you serious? How far a drive from Miami to Florida?
At least 2 minutes.
So smart. For 1 quarter, right here. What is your favorite movie?
Stranger Things.
Thanks, guys. There's been a coffee mug in the ACC for 2 weeks now, so if it's yours, make sure to stop by and pick it up.
Well, that's all we have this week. Let's head to Chapel Band and get ready to worship.
Have a good week, New Life!